Let's cast our asses off here.
All right, well, welcome everyone to episode 10 of Flock of Geeks Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Defense. Alongside me is
Kester.
We're back, episode 10.
Yay! It's a milestone. We made it all the way to 10.
I know, that's awesome.
When I came to you with a vague idea of, hey, I wanted to do a podcast, I never thought it would get this far.
No, me neither. But then we just went balls deep.
Yeah, we're in this now.
We are.
This is our new lives.
It's fun, too.
Yeah, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth it. It's fun. And thanks for everyone that keeps listening.
Yeah, I mean, I thank you to our fan.
Yes, to that one one guy or girl. We don't know what you are, but thank you.
You know who you are, and you are awesome.
Pat yourself on the back like we just did.
Yes.
So we have a pretty good show today. We have some pretty interesting news, I'd say.
That's good, because I didn't look for anything this week. I was too busy writing that review.
I had a rough week at work, so it's few and far between that I had an opportunity to look up news. But we got some, and then we got some game talk. We're going to do some game talk.
Hey, who would have thought in our gaming podcast we'd do game talk?
It's more or less, it's kind of just a section I figured we could throw in that's not necessarily news. It's just kind of our thoughts on a couple games.
Sounds good, man.
Not necessarily that we've played, but anything that's coming out. So, at the end.
Wait a minute.
We have a special treat. I have here 20 questions, video game questions to be precise, that I'm going to ask Kester at the end of the show. So we're going to have a pop quiz, see how nerdy Kester is.
I do love pop quizzes.
It'll be fun.
And I'm not that big a nerd.
I mean, I think you'll get them, most of them. There's really one in there where I'm like, who knows this?
Probably me.
It was fun. I mean, I just pulled up a couple questions from a website, so it was kind of cool, and I thought it'd be fun to do.
Yeah, I'm down.
Cool. All right, so on to news. The first item that I think was probably the most interesting and bewildering, and sad to me at least, was that Microsoft has stated that Fable Legends has been canceled, which is their new game, which I don't really care about, honestly. It looked more like a MOBA type game.
Yeah, it seemed to like pretty far along to be canceling it.
Yeah, the kicker to this is they're actually probably going to close Lionhead Studios altogether.
Oh, really?
Yep. So not just the game's gone, but I think the studio's gone as well.
That's kind of disappointing. I mean, I wasn't that big a fan of the Fable games.
Oh, I loved them. I think that's really what got me back into, like, I mean, I loved gaming in general, but Fable, for whatever reason, when I first got it, it just set this super high bar, and I literally ran home from middle school to play it every day.
That's awesome. I liked Fable 3 a lot.
I liked them all.
That was
honestly
my favorite one. I don't know. 2, I just remember all you had to do is spam magic.
Yeah, 2 was probably my least favorite. I think the first one's still my favorite. Going back, it probably wouldn't be, but it was just like super magical for me when I played it.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun having like a wife in every town and like a bunch of STDs and just being a terrible person.
Yeah, you could be. I think my favorite thing about Fable is that you could fart on people.
Yeah.
And you just... oh, man.
Great feature.
Go fart on your kid.
Yeah, it had flirting girls by like acting like a chicken.
Yeah.
Not good to me. I don't know.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Like, I honestly don't care because, I mean, I wasn't going to buy an Xbox One anyway, and certainly, this wasn't the game to get me on board.
Yeah. Well, it was actually going to be free to play anyway.
Oh, okay, so...
You would probably tried it.
I'm sure this sucks, though, if you're like a hardcore Fable fan.
Yeah, I mean...
Because I'm sure they're out there.
Well, they had the beta I think it was pretty recent, actually, and I guess it was pretty decent. I didn't hear much about it, but there was people that really liked it. They're going to keep it up for a little bit, but they're going to eventually take it down.
I mean, I did really like that concept, though, where it was like one guy was playing like the bad guys, and then there were 4 heroes. Like, that seemed like a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I think that I would hope we can agree on, I would say the aesthetic of the game was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like it had its own, like you knew it was Fable. Like you knew what kind of game it was and what it was going to look like. and I think that would have been cool to see again on the next gen. But
Yeah, I mean, they were good games. I mean, I've played all 3 of them. I had no choice on the first 2, but I played them.
I think Peter Molyneux actually really drove that whole Fable into the ground.
Yeah,
and people were really just didn't like him because he pretty much lied about everything.
Well, he overpromised.
Yeah, he's like, you're gonna plant a tree and then it'll grow throughout the game. And at that time, that was like revolutionary, but that didn't happen at all, and it turned out to be a really linear game.
I feel like this is like No Man's Sky. Like, that's how Fable 1 was. Like, it promised all of these things, and then none of it happened.
Yeah, I mean, I still loved it, and I was really naive towards video games, and pretty much bought into anything I thought looked cool. So I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. Nowadays, I'm more skeptical about things coming out.
Yeah, and I mean, Fable had a good sense of humor. I did really like the third one of trying to, like, save everyone like by raising enough money, and like there was that like dark threat coming. Like, that whole thing was awesome, I thought.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of 3 was you had a treasure room and you could go in and like just piles and piles of gold.
Yeah, and if you weren't, it was weird because like I remember the first time I played it, I like let everyone just die trying to be like a nice guy, and at the end of the game, like they're like the 10 people that were still alive loved me. And then I remember being a dick and saving everyone, and they all hated you. It's like, I just saved all your lives. It doesn't make sense.
I think my another favorite part about 3 was that you actually became the king, and like you had a couple times you like went to court and like decided on people's fates and stuff. It was like open a church, open a school, or open a brothel.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious, and I thought it was a really cool mechanic. And I think like Dragon Age Inquisition did it too, where you kind of, you know, you've like a trial and you're the king, or emperor, so you get to choose their fates. I think games need to do that more often. Like, make you feel like the king if you're going to play in that role.
Yeah, it does. It kind of was like, if you think you can run things better than those jerks in Washington, it's like, try playing Fable and see what it's like. That's Fable 3. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I really, really liked that part of the game. But so
that's why I think it was the best one.
Yeah.
I just like that whole aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. I think I like the first one so much, like I said, because I was younger, but the aesthetics of it, just, I thought they were so awesome, and I just loved, at the time, the moral system, because it wasn't really in any games before.
Yeah, it was a pioneer of the moral choice system.
Yeah, and like growing horns or getting a halo, and I just really liked that. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But
I like having many wives.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That was good. So anyone out there who's looking forward to Fable Legends, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's canceled, and Lionhead Studios is probably going to go under.
Wow, that's kind of shocking considering it was like supposed to come out like this summer?
Yeah. I mean, the beta just happened, so it was soon.
Like, how why would they scrap it? Like, just release it.
There's really like no information on it. I mean, I scoured for a while.
So they're just not saying what happened.
They said that Fable Legends is definitely canceled. Like, it's on their site, it's done. But they won't straight up just say they're going to close Lionhead. I think it's because of employees.
Oh, yeah.
I think what they want to do, which is kind of nice, I don't know if they're actually going for this, either sell it off to someone or potentially just have them work on something else. But I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, if anything, hopefully they just sell them to someone. Like, it could be another one of those dumb decisions where a company lets a developer go and it bites them in the ass.
Yeah,
I mean, Capcom let Clover go and they became Platinum, which is one of the best companies out there now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll see what happens, but yeah, that's
I mean, there's a bright side to that. Like, it can happen. Like,
well, that's the thing. You have a whole group of people that are very talented. Like, they can make a video game and they can pretty much make a decent AAA title. So they're going to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
that's their career. Probably most of them are, like 30 or 40. So what else are they going to do? Yeah. Someone's going to pick them up. I know if I was a video game company, like, I would pick someone of those people up.
Yeah, I would pick Lionhead up.
Or at least people from there to work on my games.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. There could be a positive to that.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, yeah. So that's that news. And then we have the Doom multiplayer trailer released recently.
Oh, it did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it. Was it good?
Actually, yeah. It reminded me heavily of Unreal Tournament.
Okay, that's
Do you
good.
remember that?
Yeah, I loved Unreal Tournament back in the day.
And it was really cool. I think they were the one I watched, this was showcasing like shotgun snipers and something else. It was like a showcase trailer for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that stuck out to me the most was there's a point, I think at some point, I didn't really read into it, purposefully so, because I want to be surprised by it. But I did want to watch this. And it seems like there's a demon altar pops up during the game. And if you find it, you become one of those giant demons from Doom. And you can run around and just rip people in half and stuff. And at some point in the match, I think someone else gets a power-up that they find, and they can fight you for it. Like, fight the demon, because he's pretty much invincible. And then you can kill the demon, and when you kill him, you become like a super demon. And you can just like fly around the map and just rip people apart and stuff.
I gotta say, that sounds pretty unbalanced.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably going to be a game mode.
Yeah, like a mode, hopefully.
Like demon mode or something, you know. But I'm also probably playing it up. They probably have some kind of balancing in there.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I guess that just sounds annoying to me.
I think it sounds awesome.
No, I would not like that. I'm just running around and suddenly some guy turns into a demon and just wastes me.
Well, I mean, it's that epic battle. You got to fight the demon. Everyone teams up on him.
I don't know. I'm just going to complain that it takes skill out of the game. That's all I'm going to do.
I'm sure that there's like just team deathmatch.
Okay, then I'll be okay. I'll live.
Oh, calm down. But I thought it looked cool, and it looks pretty good. I think the new Doom game looks pretty promising.
Oh, the new Doom game looks fantastic. From
yeah.
Everything I've seen, everything I've read, I'm pumped for some Doom.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. So that came out. Okay, we have some interesting. I know you're not a Hitman guy, but there's a ton of stuff that came out this week about Hitman, and there's something I found today while I was investigating a little bit. It was really interesting. It was a live action Hitman, like not a movie, but it's hard to explain. So what it is people come in, they hired these people, or just got them off the street, I don't know, came in, brought them into a room, set them in front of a bunch of monitors, and gave them a map. And then gave them a headphone and microphone, headset and microphone. And then on the screen in front of them popped this guy that looked like Agent 47 from Hitman, live action. Like, it's a real guy.
It's a real dude.
And they're tasked with leading him through this mansion and assassinating somebody. So he does everything you tell him to do in real life. So, like, it was like a group of people or, like, one single person had to lead this guy throughout the whole mansion playing, like, I think it's an actual level in the game, but live action. And they're like, for instance, the one thing was this guy, he walks into a room and there's like a butler, and the girl was like, okay, shoot the butler and take his clothes. So he did. And then he shoved the butler underneath the table and then like spiked a drink and then took it into the living area and then killed the guy that way.
Ah.
So I thought it was kind of cool that they did that in promoting the game.
That sounds actually fantastic.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely look it up. It's really cool how they did it. I've never seen anything like it.
I wish I could have been in on that.
I know.
That sounds so much fun.
I'm surprisingly no one did anything too like crazy.
Oh, I would have done something insane.
But that's probably why they didn't show those people.
Yeah, they were probably R-rated because there's probably like, and now take off his clothes.
Yeah. So there's that, but it was really cool. Everyone seemed to have fun with it. It was just a really cool way of doing it. I thought it was really neat.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, it's cool.
I want to see the rated R version though, where that guy wanted to rape everyone.
What are you talking? What?
Like, cause there was one creepy ass dude.
Take off his clothes.
Take off his clothes. Now start making out with him.
Lick his butthole.
Yeah, like there's always that one guy. Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Oh,
you told me I could do this.
So this is funny because I feel like they did this to overshadow the bullshit that's coming out with the game.
Oh, there's bullshit with the game.
So the game was supposed to come out this year, and it was supposed to be a release of the full game and then monthly updates to it.
Yeah, like the normal thing.
Yeah, but it was more like these are full-fledged DLCs, but they're going to be free. So you get a whole game, and then next a couple months later you get like another mission for free, which would have been cool.
That would have been awesome.
And they wanted to kind of link that with another game that would come out and just kind of like keep building on it. So it's like a never-ending game.
Sounds like a smart idea.
Yeah, I know. It did.
And then what happened? Yeah.
Well, I was kind of thrown off. I didn't know this was coming, but there was a beta before. I didn't even know that happened. But it just came out, I think, this week. It's called Hitman Intro Pack, and it's $15. And it's literally just 2 levels of the game that you play through. And I was like, okay, maybe it's one of those Metal Gear Solid things where they release just like this front end mission just to see what the game's gonna be like.
Yeah, tutorial almost.
Yeah, it's not. Like, it's part of the game now. So you can spend $15 and get the intro pack, or you can spend $60 and guarantee, which is basically season pass, and guarantee yourself the full game. And it's gonna release.
So we're releasing DLC before the game comes out now?
Pretty much.
What is happening?
I know.
This is the video game world we're living in right now, people.
Yeah. So the comments on it, the intro pack, it says, with the intro pack, you'll get an introduction to the world of Hitman with the prologue and Paris episode. You'll get full access to contracts mode, escalation mode, elusive targets, and all other live content.
Is this Square?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. This is not shocking me at all.
So yeah, it went episodic pretty much. And there's a lot of mixed reviews for it, the game itself. So I was really excited for it, but now I don't know if I am anymore. I think the thing that's the catch-22 here is, and the point that they're doing this is, do you want to spend $15 for 2 levels and potentially not like the game and then save money? Or do you want to buy this, really like it, and then spend $60 extra to get the rest of it?
This might be okay if it was, okay, here's the down. It's $5.
Yeah.
I think 15 is steep.
It is steep.
Because I remember Dead Rising 2 did this,
Mm-hmm.
if I recall correctly, and you could level your character up to level 5 and carry it over into the game. But it was only $5 if I remember.
I did that.
Yeah, and it was fun.
I never even bought the second game. I just bought that and had fun with it, but then I never picked up the second one.
Yeah, I picked up the second one, and it was fine. Like, $5, okay. Like, an early demo, that's kind of cool. $15 is hefty.
It is. And I think
because then you're basically telling me your game is $75.
Yeah, unless they're going to do kind of, you can buy the intro pack and then if you like it you can spend $45 and get the rest, which would be okay to me.
Like, do these companies, like, what kind of money do they think I make? Like,
I know,
like,
it is pretty ridiculous. And the other kicker is it's going to be released on hard copy, like disc, but not till 2017.
Wow.
So if you want to play it, you have to digitally download it. And then in 2017, you could get the full game release.
It is getting so hard to be a fan
Of anything.
of video games anymore. Like,
I know.
We got DLC packs for everything now. We have DLC before a game comes out. That's great.
It's ridiculous. And, like, that's the thing that really got me with this, because it sounded really promising and that they were going to stick to their guns with this. And Hitman's a pretty well-known franchise, and I know at least the hardcore fans are going to buy it. But now I'm hearing spend $15, see if you like it. You might not. Like, a lot, it's getting really mixed reviews.
I think I saw it go to 7s on GameSpot, if I recall. So,
like, I'm going to check it out, because I love the games. But I'm not too happy about this decision.
I mean, luckily I don't. See, you were talking to me about Hitman, and I was thinking about maybe playing it, getting on board, but now, no.
Yeah, because I love the other ones. I thought they were great, but this one, I mean, it's probably a good game. But what are they doing? Like, just if you're not gonna do it right, just release the game for $60 and that's it. Just say, okay, we're not gonna do the monthly thing anymore. We figured it's not a good business decision. We'll just give you the game.
Like, I'm starting to think that, like, Square is just, like, teetering on the financial collapse with their decisions lately.
Well, this kind of shit scares me about Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Hitman is not nearly as big as Final Fantasy, but it's one of their kind of staple games. Like, they have a lot of games for Hitman.
Yeah, Hitman's been going on for a while.
It really has. And they do pretty decent, obviously, because they keep making them. But like, I'm afraid are they going to just do tons of DLC for that, for Final Fantasy 15 now? Are they going to do episodes?
Yeah, is that game still coming out as a release?
Because we didn't know this was going to happen until, I think this was released really recently. So, are they just going to announce a month before Final Fantasy comes out? Oh, yeah, by the way, we're going to do this in 3 installments.
Yeah, and what's funny about Final Fantasy 15 is, I know a lot of Final Fantasy fans, even, I work with the public and I sell cell phones, so I have to talk to people for a while, and I run into tons of people, and usually we talk video games, and all these Final Fantasy fans I run to, not a single one is looking forward to 15.
I know, because it's a different game. It just seems there's something about it. It doesn't feel like Final Fantasy to me.
No, it doesn't. It looks too much like sci-fi action game.
Yeah, mixed with modern, which is exactly my least favorite genre.
Yeah, and I don't know, Square, they've shot downhill. I don't even
Well, I mean, this just hit me. They're doing the Final Fantasy VII remake, remaster, right? Well, no, whatever
they want to call it.
Whatever you want to call that bullshit. They're doing it episodically. Now Hitman comes out and they're doing it episodically.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
This might have came down as a decision from up top, we're not making enough money and we have to bleed people, so this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk straight up with a developer, I'm sure they wouldn't want this to be the case.
No,
this is definitely a business decision, not a game developer decision.
No, it's definitely a business decision, and this is the way it's going.
And Square is the worst right now for it.
They are the worst ones. They're the worst offenders. You can't take Final Fantasy VII. We wanted a remake. We wanted the same game. We did not want an action game that's episodic.
No,
so.
That's the thing. Make it turn-based and make it awesome. Just make up graphics, make it look better. And I want turn-based again. We don't have any turn-based games. So why not just release it? It'll be a huge hit.
Yeah, it would be a bigger hit if they just made the same game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I bet you there are people out there that have been waiting for this their whole lives that are so angry about this they're not going to get it.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it sucks for them, but I hope that they take a stand and they're like, this isn't Final Fantasy VII. It's not going to be the same game.
No. I have to play it. I'm going to play it.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
I'm too big on the Final Fantasy franchises.
Now I have an excuse because now we have to talk about it on the podcast.
I know. At least I have a reason to play this.
It's whoa, people. I'm only supporting it to support you.
Yeah. To let you know how this game is. It is my favorite company back in the day, and now I can't stand them.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, man.
They never come out with a game, and now they want to charge me for every single aspect of that game. I wouldn't be surprised if they released Final Fantasy 15 and they were like, you want the ultimate weapons for every character? They're $5 on the PS Store. Would that shock you at all?
No, but it would be the lowest of low.
Yeah, but I could see it. I could see something like that. Oh, you want to summon Bahamut? $2.
Yeah.
Just microtransaction the shit out of us.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Hopefully Square isn't listening to this because they'll definitely take that idea.
If that was the case, I don't think I'd buy the game.
Oh, I absolutely wouldn't.
If that was the case, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, episodic is pretty much at the lowest I will go.
Yeah, but could you see games going that way?
Oh my God, yes. The kicker is it's a single player game. And that's the point of the ultimate weapons. The most fun in the game is beating throughout the whole game and collecting everything and getting the ultimate weapons. If you could just buy it, you could buy it at the beginning of the game, and then the rest of the game would be boring and not fun.
Yeah, I can just see, we were talking about this with the Dark Souls 3 DLC, is they're putting weapons and stuff in the DLC. Is that going to be the best stuff?
Probably.
So now we have to pay $60 for your game, and now we have to buy microtransaction everything.
Yeah.
I make decent money, but I don't want to fritter it away on games that I feel like I paid $60 for to begin with.
Well, that's the thing. We're going to look back at Dark Souls 2 and even Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Demon Souls and be like, this is a full game. I'm happy to pay $60 for those games. Not with, if Dark Souls 3 starts doing this, it's not going to be like that anymore.
Yeah.
We're going to feel gypped, and I'm just going to be pissed.
I mean, this is like their business though. Like Microsoft tried to get rid of borrowing games from a friend.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Like it's just can't you can't borrow a game from a friend anymore is the way this is going to go, I think, and you have to pay for everything. I don't know. But let's move on. I got nothing. I'm just too angry about this one.
I know. Okay. So
what else do we got? Do we have anything cheery? I have something cheery.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. I don't know. You didn't know about this. I didn't know about this, but they are re-releasing Odin Sphere.
Yeah. We just saw that.
Yeah. We just watched the trailer. It comes out June 7th. This is very good. I don't know if you ever played it. Did you ever play it?
No, but I've definitely, once I saw the trailer, I know exactly what it is. Like, I've seen that game before.
Yeah, it's they made Dragon's Crown, Miramasa, and Odin Sphere. I can't remember the name of their first game.
They pretty much have 2D side-scrolling down to a science.
Exactly. I still have the original Odin Sphere for my PS2, and I loved that game, but like the problem with it is it had crippling slowdown. And I like playing it back then, I used to be like, this game would arguably be one of the best games of all time if you took the slowdown out of it.
It was just mechanically?
Mechanically.
Okay, so it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, the frame rate would crawl to like nothing.
Really?
Yeah, it was because their bosses are too big.
Oh.
And the animation's too detailed. There's too much going on. But if we can put this on the PS4 and it's smooth, it is going to be amazing.
I can honestly say that I am not a huge fan of 2D scrolling games like that. I've played a few, but I think I'll make an exception for this one because it does look awesome.
It has the 5 playable characters, which is cool. And if I remember correctly, they're all very different. Like, they all play very different.
They seem different.
Different from each other.
Yeah, they definitely seem different.
And the cool thing, the plot was really good because it's like those 5 characters and like a war's going on, and it's like what each of them is doing, and it all comes to a head. It's an amazing game, so that's awesome they're making.
Awesome, yeah. And that comes out in June, right?
Yeah, because I'm sure it's something that like a lot of people skipped or didn't even know about when it came back out on the PS2, and now's your chance because it is that good. I think if you take the slowdown out of it, it's going to be like a 9.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Well, I'll probably pick it up then. I'm wondering if it'll be even $60.
I don't know.
It might be 40 or something.
I would pay 60 for it.
Yeah. Okay. Is it long?
It's pretty long from what I remember. Like I think each one of the characters takes about 12 to 15 hours.
There's 5. Yeah. That's a decent amount of time.
Yeah. And I think the thing that's really cool about it too is just the artwork itself is so beautiful. Like if you're a fan of like hand-drawn, colorful animation, it is fantastic.
Yeah, that was definitely the first thing that stuck out to me, just the opening sequence. I was just like, this looks great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game. So there's something positive, a remake. And this is actually a game that like I wanted them to remake from the first time I played it.
This needs to be remade now.
Because I remember seeing it on the PlayStation 3 store, and I was like, I wonder if they took the slowdown out of this. Like, because I'm about to buy it, but I was like, I didn't want to risk it because if it is the PS2 game, then they didn't.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's something to look forward to. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. Like, I'll get that day one. Like,
nice.
It's a lot of fun. I don't know. Did you ever play Miramasa for the Wii?
No.
That's an awesome game as well. I don't know which one's better. Probably Miramasa.
Well, if they take the slowdown, which one would be better?
Odin Sphere.
There you go.
So, yeah.
So that's the better game.
Dragon's Crown was really good. Did you play Dragon's Crown?
No, I never really had anyone to play with at the time.
Yeah, me and my friend Matt played it a bunch. It is like, it's the game that pissed off a bunch of feminists.
Well, yeah, because everyone had big tits and weird...
if you played it, I mean, and you're a woman, you'd be very offended.
Yeah. I saw images and I was not...
It definitely deserved what it got because that's not okay.
Yeah, I saw images. It's pretty out of control.
Like, I was thinking about that because I was playing Ninja Gaiden the other day. I think the thing that women get mad about, and I completely agree with them, like, look at Rachel as a character.
Yeah.
Like, she is not okay. Like, she's walking around half naked, covered in slime for, like, parts. That's just, like, overly, like, it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't, I don't know, women should not be treated like that, I guess.
Oh, I agree. Well, at least Odin Sphere looks a little more conservative.
Yeah, like there's none of that in Odin Sphere.
Yeah, it looks like a really cool, just like a animated movie.
Yeah, it does. Like Dragon's Crown, man, like I couldn't even play it when my ex-girlfriend was home because it was like I'd hear it all night, and it's like she has a perfectly valid point. This is crazy, like sexist.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but it was fun.
It was a great game. It was a lot of fun.
It's like tone down the boobs, and then we could everyone could be happy.
Yeah, and then we could play this without pissing off women. Like,
yeah,
like feminists had every right to be angry with that because it was just overtly like women as sexual objects.
Yeah, I saw preview for it, and immediately I think the first person I saw was the woman, like the mage. She had giant tits, like bigger than her.
Yeah, dude, and her idol animation was her just shaking them. Like it was bad. It's like Japanese people, like I don't get that culture with like, I mean, in this. It's funny because video games are one of those things where it's like women in video games, there's so many strong ones like Samus, Lara Croft, like Jill, and then you have the other end of the spectrum that's just like prizes like Peach, and then they're like crazy, like you shouldn't be like treating women as objects, girls like Rachel. Like there's so much like that. So it's like half of video games are really good for women and like show like women can be strong, tough characters, and then the other half are objects and prizes to be won. So like that's a topic for a whole show though, I think.
That'd actually be a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah, I think it would be a good.
Maybe we'll consider that.
Yeah, we'll consider that.
Yeah,
women in games.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we could. Yeah, that'd be fun. I think we should do that.
Yeah, because like it is one of those things that's something that needs to be.
It's the elephant in the room for
sure.
It
is an elephant in the room of video games.
Yeah,
because for every Lightning, there's a Rachel.
Yeah,
exactly. For every Chun-Li, there's an Armika.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of
boot butt face.
Boot butt face. It has the same butt as her boobs.
Her tits look like my ass.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, I actually have some fun news.
Okay, fun news.
Okay, so the guys at Dragon Power actually commented on our last SoundCloud, and we were talking about how Dulcim was the #1 player.
Yes.
Well, he updated me and told me that the new one's Fang.
Yeah, and we cannot get anything right on that.
Okay, I know. It's just every week we just keep... Whatever.
We keep deeming the character.
We might still be right on this, Kester.
Yeah.
We might still be right on Fang for what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Okay, this guy's name's World Combo. Just so everyone knows his name. Because he's an ass. Okay. So he was the top. And then Dulcim was second. And it was just him and Dulcim got super platinum, which is the highest you can get, which is 10,000 league points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, due to his rage-quitting habits, Capcom just completely tore everything away from him. And he is currently sitting at like 670 league points.
That is awesome.
In the Bronze League.
Yes.
So, he just got completely stripped of all his crap, and now he's not there anymore. So, he got there because he was doing the rage quit.
Yeah.
So, we aren't technically wrong about him being too viable.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you see the top list, it's like Dulcim, and then mostly it's like Ken. There's like 3 M Bisons in there.
Yeah, he seems diesel if you can charge character.
Yeah. And I think there's a Chun-Li. So there's no other Fangs even in the list that I saw for the top. It was just this guy randomly at the top. So it was because he was rage quitting.
Well, and it was funny because I did play online last night for the first time ever because my one friend already doesn't want to play me. So he's like, you can just play online. And I played, I want to say, like 16 matches. I probably won 8.
Really?
Lost 2. And the rest, everyone just quit.
Oh, were you playing ranked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was serious. So it was like a 40% quit.
So it was as bad as they're saying.
Yeah, it was as bad as they were saying.
Because I'm just doing casual because I don't really want to deal with that.
Yeah, because I was just like, I'll play ranked because I didn't even know what to play. And I'm not gonna say I'm the greatest Street Fighter player in the world, but if you don't know what you're doing, I have no mercy. Mm-hmm. Like, it comes from the arcade days. Like, I don't know how to take it easy, and if I crushed a guy in the first round and he hit me like once, they quit before the second round even started.
Yeah.
Like, they always quit right as it's like round 2, and then the screen just goes gray. And it happened, I would say, 1 out of every 4 matches.
I can't believe they haven't fixed it yet.
No.
How hard is it?
Just if you quit, you lose.
I know.
Like, the game never should have came out without that in there.
No, like, why wouldn't it? Like, why? That's like, if I'm thinking of, like, what do I need criteria for a fighting game? That's probably in the top 5.
Yeah. It's,
Like, what if someone quits in a ranked match? Oh, shit, we didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Because if I would have finished those matches that, like, I would have ended up going, like, 14-2, and I would have increased, like, his BP by, like, 1,000 points, but instead it went up to 100.
Yeah.
Because, like, most of the matches I played that you dominate, the guy's just going to quit because he knows.
So you have to, like, dumb down so that you just have to, like, bring it out at the end so that you win.
Yeah, that's like actually like with certain people, it's like I was just like, this guy had no idea what he's doing, and it's just like, I can't dial it back, so they just end up rage quitting.
Jeez, who'd you use?
Cammy.
Oh, cool.
Definitely Cammy is going to be my main. I'm starting to get sick with her.
Yeah, when I was playing you, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm figuring her out really well. Which I'm happy with, because Cammy, #1 character.
Yeah, she's really cool. I'm having fun playing with her too, and I haven't played that much, sadly. So, but I think I might take her online for a little bit, see if I can do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's that. I thought that was fun.
That is funny.
Another really cool rumor is that Daisy Ridley, so Rey from Star Wars, the new one, if anyone doesn't know, is rumored to be playing Lara Croft in a movie.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Just because I love Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, well, and then I did it. They compared photos, and like she is British, so
That works.
it makes sense.
Yeah, it's all there.
Yeah, I mean she's very attractive. She's like I said, she's British. And she just did a really awesome action movie, so I'm pretty sure she's a good pick.
Yeah. Oh no, the cats.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
And that they just went buck running through all the chords. Okay.
Fuck.
Back what were we talking about? Oh, Tomb Raider movie. I don't
Yeah,
remember the other first ones. Do you?
it was with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I just remember Angelina Jolie being all hot, but
That's pretty much all it was.
yeah, it was the entire movie. Here,
They weren't terrible, but they weren't very good. They were
Nah.
just very average.
there were okay action movies, I guess.
Yeah.
This could be like. Do you think here this could be kind of a tangent, but we'll bring it back hopefully. Do you think that either this World of Warcraft movie is going to be good, or do you think the Assassin's Creed movie is going to be good?
Okay, the thing
And
is,
this will be the first good video game movie, and we're off and running. Or do you still have no faith in the video game movie?
okay, World of Warcraft's going to get a lot of money because it looks really cool.
It
And
does.
Tons of people, I mean, millions of people are going to see it automatically because of pretty much anyone who's played it's probably going to go see it. The thing is, for me personally, I find Warcraft lore not that interesting. I could never get into it. So I don't know about the movie because that's what it's basing off of.
And I never really played the games. And so as someone who's never really played the games, I look at a movie that's just like a bunch of CGI characters that kind of looks like in Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And I know I'm not like excited to go see it. Like I'm going to go see it. I'm going to pay money to see it just because I want to support this.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just hoping that like either that movie is great or the Assassin's Creed movie is great.
Now to Assassin's Creed. Okay, I think it has more promise for me liking it than the World of Warcraft one does.
Me too.
But I think no matter what happens, Michael Fassbender is going to be amazing as the main character. Because, I mean, that's Magneto.
Yeah, I know who I like. I love Michael Fassbender, and I think we talked about that. Like, if anyone's going to save that, he can.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be great. It's up to what they do with the game. I mean, if I was going to make an Assassin's Creed game, I wouldn't put the Animus in it. I wouldn't put that kind of crap in it.
No, I don't think that I would either.
I would stick to strict. This is your time to do that. You can get away with just saying, okay, this is an assassin at this time period, and he's fighting Templars. You can do that. You don't need this like weird backstory thing.
No, which like it was a cool concept at first, but I think it ended up actually hurting those games.
Well, yeah, and then they just kind of got rid of it.
Yeah. And then it was like, well, why isn't this resolved?
Yeah, it's like if we're gonna invest 5 games deep, you better give us something.
No, I wanted some sort of resolution, but I think that because I heard they're doing a Thief movie now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They're doing an Uncharted movie.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Chris Pratt.
Yeah, he turned him down because he wanted to be Indiana Jones.
Which is pretty much the only thing I can say, like the only other movie title I would say that's legitimate.
Yeah, I heard Mark Wahlberg was going to be Nathan Drake at one point.
That'd be terrible.
I like Mark Wahlberg.
He's not that good. He is not.
He's okay.
He doesn't have the charisma that Nathan Drake needs.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not cocky. He's not very funny. He's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Like,
he has that like over dramatic way of speaking too.
The thing about Mark Wahlberg is I either love him in a movie or I think he's the worst part of a movie. I've never been in a movie where like, okay, Mark Wahlberg, oh yeah, he was in there, whatever. Like he is an extreme actor for me. Like I love Boogie Nights, but like he is the worst in The Happening.
Yeah,
that movie sucked anyway, but like he's the worst.
Like The Other Guys was pretty funny.
I never saw that.
And Ted was pretty funny.
Didn't see that.
Like, and then if you look at the other end, like Transformers 4, he was terrible in.
Yeah. Well, nothing was saving that movie, but I mean, adding Marky Mark pretty much just buried it.
Nail in the coffin for you.
Seriously.
But I mean, it would be cool to finally get a good video game movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The best we had, I would say, is probably Prince of Persia.
Nah, I wouldn't even say that.
It was okay though. It wasn't...
I don't really remember it.
Yeah, I think I saw it once.
I went to the theater and I couldn't tell you when I left what happened.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you if it was good.
I mean, it had good production value, but it just
it was meh.
Yeah, it was.
Mortal Kombat 1 was okay.
Yes, it was.
That was probably the best one.
I love that. Yeah. I love that movie. The second one is the worst.
Yeah,
but terrible. The first one.
So good.
I rewatched that last month and it was fantastic.
One of the best soundtracks of all time.
Oh yeah.
And then Street Fighter the movie was pretty bad.
At least you got some Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And I mean it was funny.
Yeah. I think the thing is I haven't seen that movie in like 15 years. We should go back and watch it and see how bad it really is.
Maybe we should do a commentary on it.
That'd be fun.
That could be something.
Yeah, we can do that. That might be fun.
So, yeah, maybe let us know, guys. Should we do a commentary for Street Fighter? Because that could be pretty funny.
Yeah, that would be fun.
All right, we got to bring this back, or we're going to just keep talking about movies.
Well, we can bring it back.
Bring it back.
I have a couple more things to say.
Okay.
So, this is really strange. Speaking of Blizzard, so it actually made sense that we talked about World of Warcraft. Diablo 2? You know Diablo 2, right?
I know of it.
It just received a new patch.
What? Wait a minute. Isn't that game like 12 years old?
Yeah. Blizzard went back and patched it so that you can run it on new operating systems.
Huh.
Like, fixed it. So, I mean, I actually think that's really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you
really random.
That is very random. I mean, if you're one of those people still playing Diablo 2.
I guess there's a huge community. Like, that's why they did it.
Oh, wow.
Like, tons of people still play it, and that's why they went back and did it.
Well, good for them, though.
Yeah, it was a cool fan service.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, so I thought
Blizzard.
I thought that was really, really cool. I like Blizzard. I really do.
I really do, too. I just don't really care for their games, but I like all the stuff they do.
Yeah, like, they're good. I think they're definitely one of the highest looked upon gaming, like software development.
You know what it is about Blizzard is I think it comes off that they actually care what their fans think and say.
The other thing too is they have so much money they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Like just World of Warcraft can probably sustain what they've made so far could sustain them for the next 50 years.
Same with Hearthstone.
Yeah, exactly, and that's huge now. Everything they put out is gold.
Like what's weird is if you go to like Twitch, Hearthstone is one of the most viewed games, and it's like so boring to watch.
I don't get it either,
like,
but
it's fun. Love Hearthstone. Game Trailers gave Hearthstone Game of the Year 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They said it was the most fun they had playing a game.
Well,
I mean, I had fun playing it there for a while.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I would never get into it.
Yeah, it's mobile gaming, so you won't do it.
Screw that.
But I like it. It's fun.
I mean, you can play it on PC.
Oh, okay, well then there you go. Play it on your PC. Then
I liked it. I just don't want to support that.
It's just the very idea of supporting.
No, it was a good game. I enjoyed it, but I'm just not really that into card games. And if I do play a card game, I want it to be like physical.
Yeah, I'd
real
rather
life.
play like Magic or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. So that's that.
You're gonna have to let your hatred of mobile gaming go, man. It's here to stay.
No, I hate it, dude. Why would you want to play on that tiny screen? I want to play on my 65-inch TV.
You know why I like it?
Because you can play at work.
I can play at work, and it helps me cell phones.
That makes sense.
So it's good for my career.
That makes sense. I can't sit at my work and sit on my cell phone all the time.
I mean, I can.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's great.
Whatever. You're part of the problem.
I love my job.
You're part of the problem, Kester.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So moving on. So we have CD Projekt Red update. That's the people that made The Witcher.
Okay.
Okay. They said they're releasing a new game this year.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it like Cyberpunk?
No, it's not that one.
It's not that
No one knows what this is.
That's awesome, then.
Yeah. Cyberpunk's supposed to come out next year.
Oh.
And then they just said that they are releasing a AAA RPG in the window of 2017 and 2021, which is probably going to be some kind of Witcher.
Yeah.
Because it made so much money. So that's kind of cool that there's just this random game going to pop up. I don't know if it's going to be like too massive or anything, but it'll probably be cool.
Yeah, that's just cool. That's a cool idea to just like suddenly like. I would be cool if game companies did that instead of like
hyping everything.
Like, I don't need to know the game's coming out like it'd be cool, but like, here's the new Resident Evil. It's actually coming out in 2 months.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what Fallout did. That's what I liked about Fallout.
Yeah, that stuff's awesome.
Like, their E3 mattered, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of E3 and all that good stuff, we have a Zelda Wii U update, everyone.
Yay.
Or nay.
That was the nay thing.
So the producer, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name.
Takawaka Naka.
No, it's like Oanuma.
Omanuma.
It's the producer.
All right.
Was asked how the game was going. And he gave a one-word answer.
Is it good?
Busy.
All right.
He's busy.
I should hope.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, like
that's why I have in my notes. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I'd be more worried if he was like, it's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Busy is the exact response I think you want.
Yeah. Well, he said that he's doing the dialogue and text, and he's done this in the past, and that usually means that they're wrapping up a game.
Oh, okay.
Like doing all those final touches, and I guess the dialogue's the last part.
Final tweaks.
Yeah, and
you're right. E3, they're gonna have to do something.
They're going to. There's gonna be I still picture it. It's gonna be Zelda. I mean Link on Epona, and then it's gonna flash Zelda, and it's gonna be him in the green tunic. That's what I'm calling it.
And then all you Zelda fans can start crying.
I will.
Weeping.
Chub.
Yeah.
Chub City. And he also actually, the interview went on. It wasn't just busy, but that was his first answer. They're saying that the franchise, this game will do the same thing that Ocarina of Time did for the franchise. So they're saying it's going to be that big of a game. Like, you know how huge it was.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to go for.
Well, that's something.
They said expect different play style.
Okay, no.
Expect a way more open world.
Don't like that.
And puzzles might not be part of the game.
Don't like any of this.
I know.
They
said the puzzles don't expect the same kind of puzzles. He said that he went and said that he wants the puzzles to be more not physical, like pushing boxes around or that kind of thing. He wants them to be more thought-provoking, which could be interesting, but it depends on how they go with it.
I'm reserving judgment on this, and to be honest with you, because I don't know, it could go either way.
I know. I mean, I think it'll be a good game.
I trust Nintendo,
but they have. The thing is, Zelda has, in my opinion, has such a high bar. It's in its own category of gaming that it's just going to see how it compares to the other games that have come out.
Yeah.
Is it going to be better than Skyward Sword, or is it going to be, I don't think it's going to be Ocarina of Time again.
Yeah, because nobody compares Zelda to anything but other Zelda titles.
Because there's no point. It's its own kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I'm a fanboy, I think most people, like you just said, will agree. It's its own kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fanboy, and I can't compare Zelda to... I compare things that are trying to copy Zelda.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Akami... What was that Darksiders game?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's always something out there Soul Reaver trying to be Zelda.
Yeah, and it's just no one's going to do it.
Okami did it. They did it better.
Do you want me to say anything?
No.
Okay.
No, I just want to leave it at that.
Okay. I'm going to say this, because I am going to say something for that rude comment. Okami was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
But it's not Zelda.
You know what it was?
It's its own thing.
Better than Zelda.
No, it wasn't.
I would say it was better than Zelda.
No. It was not better than Ocarina of Time. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
No, it probably wasn't better than Ocarina of Time.
Where's the sequels, man?
Yeah, that's true.
No one wanted to pick it up because people were stupid.
Yeah,
they should have done more.
Yeah, you people are dumb.
I just don't think a wolf is going to go as far as Link would.
No, he's not.
I mean, he did it for one game.
I think
that's all we needed.
The wolf was a girl.
Okay, whatever.
She did it.
She did it. No one wants to play a dog for that long.
Nah.
Whether it's a girl or a boy dog.
But it's a good game.
I know it is, and you should play it. But then you should play Zelda. And then you can't compare them because they're both good.
Yeah, they're both good.
I mean, I could see where you're saying play style and everything. But I don't know. I would never say Okami's better than this Zelda game. I just wouldn't say that.
Give me a second. Okami is better than Skyward Sword.
And I would agree with you.
Right, there we go. We just did it.
Uh-oh. People know I'm not the biggest fan of Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Skyward Sword. It was just the motion controls, though.
Yeah, honestly.
You take the motion controls out of that, I would have liked it a lot better.
Yeah. And I have a quick tangent I'd like to go on real quick.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I got Twilight Princess HD. So this is a good lead-in.
Okay.
Segue, woo!
Way to nail it.
And I got the strategy guide with it because it was $20, and it's that like hardbound leather, has
the nice one,
gold pages. Yeah, it's pretty much just getting it for collectors. And I was like, okay, I'm going to play the game with the strategy guide, and I want to get everything. They might have added stuff I didn't get before, so I'm going to do that. I literally played up to the first temple with the strategy guide, and it's ridiculous. Like, it took me 3 times as long to get where I would have been before playing with the strategy guide. Because I appreciate what they're doing with the strategy guide, because they put, like fluff in there and cool like side notes, but they don't have just like, this is what you do next. It's like, go talk to this person. He's going to tell you about all this stuff. And, look at the birds. And I'm seriously, there's like this part where it's like, go take a look at the squirrel by the tree. It's cute. And it's like, I want to know. Like, just give me a bullet list of what to do so I don't miss anything. Yeah. So I don't recommend playing this game with the strategy guide, but I do recommend to have the strategy guide because it's just like, I would sit there and read it. It's like a book. It's like a comic book of the game that tells you everything about it, but playing with it isn't very viable, and it takes forever, and I don't enjoy it.
I don't know. The last game I think I played with a strategy that I even had a strategy guide for was Resident Evil 4. Because I remember Resident Evil 4 came out on my birthday. Mm-hmm. And my mom got it for me for my birthday, and GameStop talked her into getting the strategy guide. Because GameStop used to do that, and then gullible old women.
Yeah, they did that to my mom a couple times.
Yeah, they always talk your mom into buying you a strategy guide. But I didn't regret. I don't regret having it.
No, you probably found a lot of the gems and stuff, and the blue medallions or whatever.
There's a lot of gems I wouldn't have found without that.
Well, that's the thing. I like the strategy guide because in the back they have pretty much just a table of where everything's at in the game. So if you miss something, you can go get to this table, which is pretty much all I want anyway. Yeah. But like, stop giving me all this bullshit. I just tell me where everything's at. And the kicker is that it missed a bottle in the game. I got a bottle that it didn't tell me about.
What? That's like the most vital thing in Zelda are bottles.
Yeah. It's like fill up your oil for a lantern if you need to, but it's not required. If you still have some, don't worry about it. No, if you go get that, he gives you a bottle with oil in it keep. So they either just completely neglected to tell you that, or you're going to go back later and get it, which is completely stupid. Yeah, so that's pretty much when I signed it off, and I'm like, okay, I found more than the strategy guide has told me already, so I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't think bottles are important. It's like, have you ever played Zelda before, guy writing the strategy guide?
I know.
They're the most important thing in the game.
I know. It's pretty much the life of Zelda.
I need to kidnap fairies and keep them in here for my own purposes.
In case I pass away.
Yeah.
But so that's just my little rant I wanted to talk about. Don't play with the strategy guide. Just get it because it looks cool.
I think, does that make Link a bad person because he kidnaps fairies? Keeps them in a jar.
That's a good question.
Or is that a great? Because I feel like that's mean.
But you could also say that he's protecting them.
Are they sentient though? That's the thing.
Well, when they combine together, they become one and create the great fairies.
Yeah.
So I'd say they're like the cells of her body.
So I think that makes Link a bad person.
I don't, because you tend to get fairies. I'm not going to say all the time, but you tend to get fairies in dungeons. And do you really want them to be in dungeons?
Yeah, that's true. You're taking them out of the dungeons.
And you're carrying them along. Listen, if I was a fairy and Link scooped me up, I'd be more than happy to go on an adventure with him.
Yeah, well, why has he got to keep me in a bottle?
Because you're a rascal.
I'd be causing mischief?
Yes.
Okay.
And the slight chance that if you would touch him, you'd disappear.
Oh.
And what if he felt good? What if he had full health? And you touched him.
You
wasted your life.
And his time. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I get it. I get where you're coming from. But the fairies they sacrifice. I would sacrifice myself for them.
Yeah. You just like Link that much.
Yeah.
I think Link's a terrible person. He's trapping fairies. He's breaking pots and houses. He's attacking chickens.
You can't tell me that all those people probably didn't deserve it.
Yeah, they probably did. They looked at him crossways.
It's like that lady with her stupid dog in Ocarina of Time. I'll go break her pots every day.
Yeah. I do like breaking pots in Zelda. Attacking chickens.
In Twilight Princess, if you attack the chicken, you become the chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can like flop around for a little bit.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, there's a different take on it. So just attack the chickens.
Yeah.
Become one. All right. I mean, that's my tangent.
Okay, good tangent.
Okay, next segment.
All right.
Flock of Geeks Gaming. Quiz show.
I can't wait.
I know. We're quizzing Kester. We got 20 questions here that are just random questions that I found, and I figured I'd ask him and see if he knows them.
All right, let's do this.
All right, let's see how you do.
If there's one thing I'm not good at, it's taking tests.
Well, good. I'm
You're
glad.
looking at a C student right here.
Well, it's your forte.
A in charms and looks, though.
Okay, some of these are easy. Some of these are gimme questions.
Yeah, okay.
You know, they throw those on. Some of them are a little more challenging. Okay. Question number 1.
All right.
In the game, I thought this was hilarious that this was the first question. In the game Metal Gear Solid, who is the twin brother of Solid Snake?
Liquid Snake.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Correct. Okay, question number 2. In the game Mortal Kombat, what phrase is heard when Scorpion uses his spear?
Get over here?
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
You got it. In video gaming, what is the name of the princess whom Mario repeatedly stops Bowser from kidnapping?
Is it Peach or Toadstool, though? Well, I'm going Peach, because that's the Japanese. That's the correct one.
You're right. It's Peach.
Okay.
Good job. All right, so what? You got 3.
3 for 3?
3 for 3. Okay. Okay. In video games, what is the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's sidekick?
Miles Tails per hour?
Yeah, wow. Good job. It says miles per hour / tails. Yeah. So you got it. That was very good. I wasn't going to give it to you if you just said tails.
Yeah.
All right, ding, ding.
Yeah, you didn't think I was that Sonic knowledgeable, but you would be wrong.
Yeah, because I know you don't really like it that
I'm
much.
not a fan of Sonic.
Okay, this is an interesting question. How many rows of aliens are there usually at the start of a Space Invaders game?
Ooh. 4. Is it 5?
Yes, it's 5.
Should have went with my gut.
Okay, so next one. What is the name of the gang member that video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas revolves around?
I have no idea. I hate Grand Theft Auto.
You get a guess?
Is it a gang member? CJ.
Yep.
Yes.
You got it. It is Carl C.J. Johnson.
Yes. I just remember that guy's name, CJ.
Good job.
Because I'm a CJ.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is it your middle name?
Yep.
Okay. So, all right, next one. How many square blocks is each game piece composed of in the game of Tetris?
4.
Yep. Yes. Good job. What is the name of the fictional English archaeologist in the game Tomb Raider?
Laura Croft.
We didn't just talk about that.
Yeah, I don't even know why that's on there.
In the game Doom.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta switch over. What planet is the Space Marine posted to after assaulting his commanding officer?
Mars.
Yep, correct. In the computer game The Sims, how many simoleons does each family start the game with?
There's no way. I've never played a Sims. I'm just going to guess 100?
Okay, think of it more along the lines of it's actual money. So $100 for a whole, that's not very much.
Yeah, that's not. Okay, 10 grand.
20 grand.
Ah,
You were getting there.
I was close-ish. I was only off by 10,000.
Yeah. Who plays Mario in the 1993 film Super Mario Brothers? They want an actor's name.
Oh, what is that guy's name? It's the guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I know you know what he looks like.
I know. I should know this. I give up.
Bob Hoskins.
I never would have got that.
Yeah. Okay.
I do like Who
So
Framed
how many
Roger
did you miss?
Rabbit.
3.
3.
You had 3 down. Oh, man.
And I'm at like a C.
Which PlayStation 2 game released in 2003 was banned by several countries and implicated by the media in a murder due to its graphic violence?
Is that like Grand Theft Auto?
No. Good guess.
Is it God of War?
No. Want one more?
It's not those two.
You'll know as soon as you hear it. You're like, oh, yeah.
Mortal Kombat?
No.
Fuck. I got nothing.
Nothing? Manhunt.
Manhunt. Oh, okay.
That's a Rockstar game.
Yeah, I forgot that game even existed.
I know.
So
But it was pretty big with the...
Yeah, because
banning.
weren't you like just murdering people on a game show or something?
You were just... Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. With like plastic bags and stuff. It was pretty graphic at the time.
It was like The Running Man.
Yeah, kind of. Just not as good.
Yeah, nowhere near as good. Great movie and book.
Yes, watch it.
Or read it.
Well, yeah, but you have to watch it too because it's Arnold.
Yeah. Oh, I would say the movie is slightly better.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
because it's Arnold.
Yeah, I mean, you take out the Arnold factor, it's not.
So, dude, those quotes are so good. In that movie. Okay. Anyway, I could talk all day. Moving on. Slade, Reese, Jericho, and Roland Kane are all characters in which game?
Give me them again.
Slade, Reese, Jericho, and Roland Kane.
Oh,
This is pretty random.
God. Is it a popular game?
It was. It's not around anymore. There's your hint.
It's not around anymore.
I'd say probably the epitome was like N64.
Huh. Give me him one more time before I throw out my wild guess.
Slade, Reese, Jericho, and Roland Kane.
Get me rolling. No idea.
Turok.
Torok.
Yep.
I don't think I ever played a Torok.
I didn't think you did. So, but it was on there.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is like, what the hell? Launched in North America in 1998, this PlayStation game's opening song is a Chemical Brothers remix of the Manic Street Preachers song.
Is it Wipeout?
No. You're in the ballpark.
Is it a racing game?
Yes.
Ridge Racing.
Nope.
Gran Turismo.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know if I can give you that one.
I don't think you can.
Okay. So that 5.
I thought the Chemical Brothers were in Wipeout.
They might be, but this is specific to this song.
Okay.
So what? 5 down.
5 down.
I don't know.
I gotta get the next ones to even get a C.
Yo, you better get this one.
Okay.
Which 1986 Nintendo game is set in the fantasy land of Hyrule and centers on a boy named Link?
Is that Metroid?
Yes, it is.
It's Metroid.
It's Metroid. Good job.
I
guessed Castlevania.
Yeah,
So I got this one wrong, too.
yeah. They snuck that one in there.
I know.
That one's too hard.
That was like the real question. I'm like, wow. Wow, over my head. In video games, what color is Pac-Man?
Yellow?
Yeah, it's not a trick question.
Yeah. For a second there, I hesitated.
I know.
Is this a trick question? Do
Beige?
they want the red shoes? Are we going with the shoe?
I don't even think. I'm just saying, like, the ball.
The ball,
arcade.
yeah.
Okay, Black Ops is the subtitle of which game?
Call of Duty.
Yep.
I love that game.
I know. Pikachu is one of the species of creatures in which series of games?
Pokemon.
Correct. Jumpman's goal is to save the lady from the giant ape in which 1981 arcade game?
Donkey Kong.
Yep. That's something I learned. I didn't know his name was Jumpman.
You know he was originally a carpenter?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
The more you know. The Covenant are fictional military alien races. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all of them.
So I missed 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 15 out of 20, man.
I thought I'd do better, to be honest with you.
You're not getting into any special schools with that one.
Nope. C student. Always been a C student.
I mean, I'll give it to you. I probably would have got Manhunt. I wouldn't have got Gran Turismo. And I probably, even though I've played The Sims, I probably would have guessed 25,000.
Yeah.
So.
Would you have gotten the Torok one?
No.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. I played them, but it was one of those games where, who cares what your name is?
Yeah.
I'm fighting dinosaurs with a bow and arrow. I don't care.
I wasn't even aware you had a name.
Exactly.
That's why I like Doom Guy.
Yeah.
He's just Doom Guy. He doesn't need a name. He's just the guy.
He's just the guy. So, yeah, that was the quick pop quiz questions. I thought it was fun.
That was funny.
Cool.
All right.
And I think you have one last thing you'd like to talk about.
Yeah. Did you see the Civil War trailer?
Yes, I did.
And Andrew's thoughts on the Civil War trailer.
Okay, short and sweet. Is his name Bucky?
Yes.
Okay, Bucky's stupid.
Okay.
Take him out of the movie. I don't care. Captain America needs to get over Bucky. And like I said, get him out of the movie. I don't like. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not the biggest Marvel fanboy, so I'm not sure of the lore behind it. But I don't think the movies did a good enough job so far. I mean, the new one's coming out of Captain America. I don't think they did a good enough job to say that Captain America should pretty much betray Iron Man for Bucky.
I don't know. They don't seem to like each other in any of the movies.
You mean Iron Man and Captain America?
Yeah.
Well,
they're not like.
It's that love.
They're always arguing.
It's that love-hate. It would be kind of like if me and you had superpowers.
Yeah.
We'd probably think we're the best at everything, so we'd clash, but we'd still be friends.
Yeah.
And we would just like talk smack the whole time.
I mean, we don't know if it's completely over Bucky either.
Well, Captain America, this is my other issue with the trailer that it'll go into. It looks too much like the second Captain America.
Which is a good thing.
In your opinion, but...
Are you telling me you didn't like Winter Soldier?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't love Winter Soldier. I like the first one the best. First one's the best.
I liked Winter Soldier better.
See, I didn't. But because of Bucky, I think he's a poor character. I don't like the actor. I think he's just like a whiny bitch with a stupid face.
He does have a dumb face.
Yeah, and
his hair ain't great either.
No, it's trying to look all good, but it's not. And like if you watch this trailer, and then you watch Captain America, the third one, it seems like they have the same scenes in it.
The second Captain America?
No, the new one. Or is that the new Captain America?
That's the new Captain
So
America.
they're just saying Captain America Civil War.
Correct.
Okay, then I'm sorry, I messed up.
All right, I'll go with my thoughts.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm not done.
Oh, you're still ranting?
Yeah, I'm not done.
Let him go.
Okay, so I think that feud's stupid. I don't think it makes sense, and I don't think they did a good enough job in the movies to say, yeah, Captain America would probably do anything for Bucky at this point. I just don't think that would happen.
They were best friends growing up.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, him and Tony Stark are saving the world.
I would still...
And he comes back and he's a villain.
We're doing this podcast. We're great fans, but I'm still going to defend my Robin if we get into a fight.
I get. I could kind of see that. But the thing is, your Robin's a cool person.
Yeah, he is really cool.
Bucky isn't cool. He's a stupid name, stupid face, stupid hair, and he's a whiny bitch.
Okay.
He's a dumb character, and I don't want to... I'm just not excited about him. I think it would just make more sense if Captain America disagreed with Iron Man and they just fought. Like, I wish Bucky just wasn't a part of it. But the other thing, I think Spider-Man looks fucking terrible. Terrible.
Okay.
He obviously looks just CGI'd.
Yeah.
Which I expected. But his colors are so flat.
He does look flat. I was going to say the one thing I did not like about this trailer, because I'm going the opposite route of you.
Yeah.
I think this movie looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like Bucky. I think Captain America and Iron Man have kind of always had this like subtle hatred for each other. I think
they did. I agree with you there that they had that, and I think the movie's portrayed that well. So it makes sense why they're fighting.
We don't know if this is completely over Bucky.
True. That's true, but they make it seem that way.
They make it seem that way.
Which doesn't draw me in.
Yeah, I have enough faith in Marvel that this is going to be about something more than just Bucky.
I hope. I would probably like it more.
I think the action looks incredible.
Oh, yeah. That's a given. It does look good.
I like the idea of fighting superheroes. So I think everything about this trailer looks great. And then Spider-Man comes in, and I do not like him at all.
No. I didn't like his catchphrase. It sounded like... I don't know, it just didn't sound right. It didn't fit.
I do like how Tony Stark called him Underoos.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was funny.
And I was pretty excited because like it shows him like slinging the web and capturing Captain America.
That was an awesome intro.
Yeah, and then he says, what did he even say? Hey guys, or something like that.
Hey guys, nice to meet.
I'm finally here. Something stupid.
Something stupid.
And like his color, like with the aesthetic of the movie, looks completely flat. Like, there's nothing to it.
I think the symbol on his chest looks bad.
I didn't even see that. I couldn't see past the flat red.
And then his eyes look terrible.
Terrible. They shouldn't move.
They shouldn't be black either.
Yeah, they're like black with white on top. And then, like, they're traditional, but then the white shrinks and moves.
You know what it looks like? They look like they ripped off Deadpool.
Yeah, exactly. But not nearly as well.
No.
And like I said, the voice acting, which is pretty much all that matters because he's just CGI, was very, very bland. And the one sentence he said, I was not convinced.
Like, because we've been over this. Spider-Man is my favorite.
Yeah.
He is my favorite superhero. I get everyone's favorite superhero is Batman, and that's cool. I like Batman a whole bunch, too. But I like Spider-Man's, like, because he's a younger kid. I just identified him as a lot as a child.
Sure, yeah.
I grew up loving him, whereas Batman I see is just Mitt Romney fighting crime. Like, he's a spoiled rich brat. Like, he's...
So you think Batman's a Republican?
Oh, definitely. Like, the other thing is if, like, he's this rich, like, if Batman's this rich, okay, he can buy, like, satellites and stuff. And then he goes back to, like, Gotham City and he's just beating up thugs. It's like, he has enough money. He could donate enough to charity. There should be no street-level crime in Gotham City with how much money he has just running charities. Like, instead we're buying satellites to stop, like, I don't even know what he's doing. It's like, that loses it for me.
Okay.
Okay, so...
But the thing is, to defend that, it wouldn't be any fun.
No, but it doesn't make sense anymore, is all I'm saying.
Okay, I get that. Okay.
There's a disconnect between, like, you're that rich and your idea to stop crime instead of, like, donating money to charities, education, helping people in poverty, is to dress up like a bat and punch people in the face. There's a disconnect there, and I don't like it.
Okay.
So Spider-Man.
Fair enough.
Back to Spider-Man. So I love Spider-Man. I think the real-life kid who doesn't have a lot of money, a lot of powers, I really identified him. He's a nerd who can't get girls. So he to me is my most important part, and it doesn't look as bad as the Garfield movies, like the Amazing Spider-Man, which literally I felt physically sick after watching the second Amazing Spider-Man. Like, that was the worst movie I've ever sat through the whole way. Well, maybe Fast and the Furious. It's between those two.
Okay.
But
That's a low bar.
yeah, he does not look good.
No, he just doesn't. It looks like they didn't finish him. Like,
Yeah.
it looks like they're like doing this and animating and creating, and it looks like you'd see something like this is like the before the final product, like the beta version.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and one thing, what is the most, like, if you would say Spider-Man, what is the most, like, feature that you, like, on his costume that you identify? Giant white eyes.
Yeah, his eyes are probably the coolest part.
Yeah, they're just giant white eyes.
They don't move.
They don't move. He doesn't have,
They might scrunch a little when he's squinting, but they don't physically move.
yeah, and he
'Cause they're
doesn't
part
have
of a
black around
costume.
him. He doesn't have, like, eyeliner, like a black eyeliner around them either.
Yeah.
And, like, the symbol on his chest, it looked like, you know what it looked? It looked like Ultros, like the squid from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even look. Like I said, I watched this once, and I was so sad, and I didn't even look at the symbol because I couldn't get past his face and his bad colors.
Yeah, he looks bad, and that's kind of sad because that was the most important part of this movie to me. But, once again, I feel like it's the same thing I was doing with Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Like, I saw 5 seconds of it, so we'll see what happens. Like, I said I don't like the way Harley Quinn looks, but really it's 30 seconds of her talking that I don't like.
Yeah.
You don't know what the final product's going to be.
Yeah. I just, they really need to do Spider-Man right.
Yeah.
And so far, I'm not impressed.
I mean, we got Spider-Man right. We at least have the first two Sam Raimi
Yeah.
films.
Well, I'm saying again, because it went really downhill.
Yeah,
So they need to bring it back to light.
I could probably write, like, a paper on how wrong The Amazing Spider-Man was.
Yeah.
Like, and how bad it is.
And I'd give you an A.
Yeah, because it is, like, I literally felt sick.
Yeah. I don't
Watching
blame you.
that
It
movie.
wasn't good.
It made me tired of Spider-Man, and I never thought that would happen.
Well, that's what happened with the third Spider-Man movie for me. I was a kid, and I felt that way.
Yeah.
And as a kid, it's hard to get, like, those things don't phase you.
I would honestly argue that I like the third Spider-Man movie better than I like The Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't. They're all trash. Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, not that it's a good
Throw up.
movie, but is it as bad as those two? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Man. That's hard. I will say my favorite part of the trailer, Black Panther.
Yeah, he looked good.
He looks awesome.
I
And I'm really excited about him.
I liked Tony Stark's, like, wristwatch.
Yeah, he did a crazy mechanical thing and it, like, shot up. That was cool.
Yeah,
It's like, whoa, what the hell?
that was cool. So, I mean, I think there's going to be a lot to like. It's Marvel, so.
Yeah, well, I wasn't a fan of The Last Avengers.
I
so-
was. I don't know. For me, I don't think Marvel's made, like, a really bad movie yet.
Again, it's kind of like we were talking about Zelda. It's its own kind of caliber at this point because there's so many and they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, they're better than the average movie, so the standards are high. And I love the first Avengers. I thought it was a great movie. I love the first Iron Man a whole bunch. So those are my bars.
Those are your bars?
Yeah, and I mean the first two Spider-Men are there too, but they're so much older.
Yeah, my bar is actually Guardians.
That's right. I keep forgetting. That's my favorite one.
That is my favorite one, too.
But again, it's weird because it's that whole Avengers thing. Like, it's almost as if Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't even fit in that spectrum.
No, it's more of its own thing.
And it's fantastic.
And I really like Winter Soldier, so those are kind of my bars.
Yeah, I like the first Captain America way better.
I don't like it way better. I like the Red Skull a lot.
Yeah.
Like, Hugo Weaving is always fantastic.
Yeah. I just like the way it looked. It felt like I was in a world war.
Yeah, it really did feel like when you were a kid imagining, like, what a Captain America movie would be. That was it to a T.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I really appreciate and liked about it.
Yeah.
So, for me, very mixed. I really have no hype for it at this point. I think it'll be okay. I'll probably enjoy it for the most part. But Spider-Man really dropped it like a whole letter grade. And Bucky drops it another one. So I'm giving it like a C.
Okay. I'm going to go the other route. I am very excited for it. I think it looks amazing, and I can't wait. And I'm hoping Spider-Man turns out better than he looks.
Yeah, seriously. And I know I'm that guy. But I can't shake the fact I'm over these superhero movies. Deadpool was a super awesome breath of fresh air, and I just feel like this is going to just be more of the same thing. So,
and we'll see.
Well, hopefully the new additions to the cast, like Black Panther, will make it a little more interesting and fun.
Yeah, it's cool we're getting, they're just going to throw in some superheroes. Ant-Man looked cool, did he not?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I loved Ant-Man the movie.
Yeah. I actually rewatched Ant-Man again the other day. You're right, it is up there.
It's so good.
It's just Paul Rudd is too good.
He is. He's fantastic. And he's a Rush fan, so...
There you go.
Yeah, seriously. All right, well, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we've rambled long enough.
And one more announcement. Street Fighter V review will be coming out that we're making.
It will be this week.
Yes, it'll be. We're going to get it done and get it out to you. It'll be a short overview and mostly Kester's thoughts. But yes. It'll be awesome, and I think it'll be fun.
I hope you like it.
Yeah, so check that out. Look for it this week along with this podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave some comments on the YouTube or Twitter or all that good stuff. Follow us, like the Facebook page, please. Subscribe and share with your friends.
Thanks, everyone.
Yep, and don't forget, go over to Dragon Power Podcast. Listen to them guys if you're not getting enough gaming fix with ours. Though, we do a pretty good job.
And we are pretty fantastic.
So check those guys out, too, if you're interested. So thanks, everyone, and have a good one.
Bye.